भैरवकालिके नमोस्तुते. जय माध्या जय माध्या जय माध्या जय श्री गुरु बामा खेपा जय श्री गुरु श्यामा खेपा जय खेपा परंपरा जय खेपा परंपरा जय खेपा परंपरा जय माध्या जय माध्या जय माध्या जय मां. So good morning, and we're back on yet another video. This is going to be a short one. So today we are on the auspicious occasion of Vinayaka Chaturthi. So a small video on UCHISTA GANAPATI, and this is more of a story kind of a thing where folklore meets Tantric Vidya. How folklore of Skand, of Murugar and Ganesha, that is generally recited by the Aam Janta of or people or the simple bhaktas of Murugar in Tamil Nadu, and how it actually has a deeper meaning. So I will speak about UCHISTA GANAPATI, and as always we are Shaktas, we have mad about Maakali, so the base will always be her and her designs around this specific incident. So we have spoken about Ma Kamakya, which is the womb through that birth Skand, immediately followed by Ma Kaumari in the 108 names of Kali. Similarly, today we speak about Valli Devi and what is the connection between Ganesha and Valli Devi. So the folklore generally, if people from Tamil Nadu, if you're watching this, you will know how Skand, after his union with Devasena, he comes down to the Mrityu Loka and tries to woo Valli Devi, okay, which is the other half of his Shakti. So both the Shaktis, so Devasena representing all things bright, beautiful, divine, glorious, and Ma Valli Devi representing everything that is generally ignored, generally not considered divine, generally considered what do you say, those unseen things that are still Prakriti but not seen everywhere. Valli Devi represents that. I've also spoken about the story how Ma orchestrates an incident wherein Valli Devi, an avatar of Ma itself, she is deeply in love with Skand, and she has also taken the vow that she will only get married to an exceptional Deva, and how Skand tries to woo her in multiple, he puts on multiple vesh or appearances and tries to woo her in the forest. She's basically, Valli Devi is basically the daughter of a tribal forest chief from that community of people who live in the forest. And Skand tries to woo her by putting on the appearance of an old man, a hunter, and all that, and he tries to woo her, hiding from her the fact that he is the Devasenadipati. So he is unable to do that, and he fails to attain her love, and she continuously rejects all his proposals. And that is when he seeks the help of his brother Ganesha. Now, Ganesha takes the form of a huge elephant, and he tries to chase Valli Devi, and she tries to run away from him, ultimately running straight to the Skand, who's taken the form of an old man. Hereby, Skand, in the form of the old man, agrees to protect her, and she agrees to marry the old man, and then he gives the visualization of who he is, and Ganesha, who had taken the form of a huge elephant, he retreats and walks away. So he is the one who forces Valli Devi to run towards Skand, right? So that she falls in love with the one who is rescuing her or giving her the adhara, and not simply because he is a Devasenadipati. So this is the folklore, this is the understanding of this incident, and this is the folklore, right? But there is deeper meanings in this. Now, Valli Devi, as I said, represents everything that is generally not considered divine, generally considered the tattva, that is the earth itself, right? She is considered the earthy element, whereas Devasenadipati is considered, Devasena is considered everything that is auspicious and glorious and divine and part of the Deva Loka. So Skanda, being Ma's perfect son, she has ensured that he is the master of everything that could be visualized by even the Deva Loka as well as the Asura Loka. The bird is so loud, I don't know if you can hear, but she is practically stopping my flow itself. So I think it is called the Bharadwaj Pakshi, and I forgot the name of it. It's really loud, to the extent that I cannot hear myself. Must be sitting right here somewhere. We have two mango trees that cover my house from both sides, so she must be somewhere, right? So Valli Devi representing everything that is generally not considered divine, right? So Ma is giving the jnana of everything that is considered undivine. Now, in the Mahavidyas, now we take the Tantric connection to this. In the Mahavidyas, I've spoken about this, but this time I'm going to give you the role of Ganapati in it. In the Tantric Mahavidya, Dasa Mahavidya tradition, you will find Matangi representing the green one, right? In when Skand is represented with Valli Devi as well as Devasenapati, generally interchangeably you will find that sometimes they depict Valli Devi in green, sometimes Sena in green. It happens. Sometimes they mix and match. However, if you correlate Devasena as per the Saraswati Tattva, that is the divinity of the Shakti of the entire Devaloka, and everything generally considered unpious like Sun and Saturn, right? Saturn is Sun's shadow. Similarly, if Devasena represents all things bright and beautiful, she Matangi or Valli Devi, this is the connection that happens to Mahavidyas, generally represents everything that is generally ignored. She's how is Matangi represented? With sweat. She is with unkept hair. She has a name UCHISTA Chandalini, which means generally at that state of being that you would not consider pious. She has that name. And UCHISTA Ganapati is one of the names of Ganesha. Now this folklore, if you connect directly to the Mahavidyas, UCHISTA Ganapati, it is nothing but Skand being initiated into this hidden branch of knowledge, the hidden branch of the Surya Tattva, because Matangi is represented, the planet representing Matangi is the sun. So the secret here is that in the inauspicious lies the greatest glory. Higher than even the perceived auspiciousness, the perceived inauspiciousness represents the highest states of divinity. So UCHISTA Ganapati, the folklore that is represented onto the rishis' minds and they have put it down in Tamil literature, simply means it is UCHISTA Ganapati giving initiation to Skand, at that moment attaining the state of the Guru Tattva of Skand itself. UCHISTA Ganapati attaining the state of the Guru Tattva of Skand itself and giving him initiation and helping him attain oneness with Valli Devi, who represents at that point his union with the Tattva, that is the UCHISTA Chandalini or Matangi. So Valli Devi represents Matangi. The Ganesha who roars and sends Valli Devi into the arms of Skand represents none other than UCHISTA Ganapati. And UCHISTA here, what does this UCHISTA even mean? Why is it really important? This is going to be a short video, so I'm just going to rush through. As you know, we are Kali Sadhakas. We only invoke Devi and she gives us all the jnana. You don't have to go behind 100 forms, but every form has a meaning and every form is her. So we'll get into it. Already 10 minutes down the line. Just let us just rush through this. Jai Ma. So UCHISTA Ganapati giving initiation to his own brother at that point, allowing him to master the Matangi Tattva, wherein I have already spoken. It is only Skand who holds the Vajra in the Surya Mudra, wherein it is mastery of that Devasena, Shakti of Devasena, as well as the mastery of the shadow of sun, which is none other than that which is that everybody ignores, that is generally considered inauspicious. Who is a Chandal? Generally somebody who you will not consider auspicious, right? He is also the master. When he attains oneness with Valli Devi, he becomes the complete master of the Vidya, that is Matangi. So the folklore here, Ganesha helping Skand out, it simply is a very beautiful story. But what is the deeper meaning in it? It is UCHISTA Ganapati giving initiation to his own brother, giving him the higher states of knowledge of everything that is UCHISTA. And what is UCHISTA? Is it just leftover food? Is it just leftover dirt? Is it just everything, anything that people don't want? Is it just simply asking you to make oneness with everything that people generally don't like to touch or feel? No. UCHISTA simply means in the leftovers, there is the deepest secrets or the jnana of how a new cosmic galaxy is created itself. So UCHISTA simply means from the death of a galaxy, from the death of a cosmic galaxy, she births the next So from the death, from what is left over, that Brahmanda Jnana, that is taking let us say Milky Way as an example, it gets destroyed. When one day when that science describes, after X amount of period, science makes all these weird calculations and it comes at arrives at a figure, so it gets destroyed. From the destruction, those ashes, that is the Uchishtam, the leftovers of the previous galaxy, from which she will birth another galaxy. It basically Kali Yuga ends and Satyuga begins. This knowledge of the Uchishta, the last day of the Kali Yuga period of a specific galaxy, post which it goes Phat. That Jnanam is Uchishta. So, merely the bright sun is not the complete form of sun, because in the Uchishta Chandalini, she is the one who holds the Vidya of the sun. It is Matangi who holds the Vidya of sun itself, which means in the Uchishtam, that which the sun itself is not aware. Sun's shadow births Saturn, right? And extremely powerful, the most powerful, you could say, among the planets, the most powerful, you could say. I would personally say that. From sun's shadow, such a powerful planet has taken birth, which means the sun that you visualize is not the complete sun, because the sun will go Phat. One day it will get destroyed. But from those ashes, there is the secret, that is the Uchishtam. Initiation from the shadows and the broken down ashes, it is Ganesha who recreates. So that Jnanam is Uchishtam. It is not just that you eat old food, stale food. No. The secret is of creation that is given to Skand when he attains unity with Valli Devi. And Valli Devi's energy is the same energy that is Matangi among the Mahavidyas, who is also called Uchishta Chandalini, and Uchishta Ganapati is the one among the folklore. You get proof now that it is Uchishta Ganapati who we simply, in a very beautiful sibling moment, the folklore merely speaks of them running and helping each other to woo Skand's love, that is Valli Devi. No, there is a deeper secret. It is Uchishta Ganapati giving initiation to his own brother and giving him the Jnanam of Uchishtam and helping him attain oneness with the Shakti that is among the Mahavidyas, the same Vidya that is Matangi. So that is the significance of Valli Devi. So I have spoken about this before, but this time it gives completion because I have given the role of Ganesha in it. Very beautiful, beautiful way in which Tantric Mahavidya traditions are actually intertwined with the folklore of Tamil Nadu, and how Ganesha helps the sibling out is nothing but Uchishta Ganapati giving the Jnanam and the initiation towards his own Shakti, that is Valli Devi. All Ganesha, right? Jema. It's already 30 minutes. I'll just take 2 more minutes. So, who's elder? Something that is generally causes a lot of confusion among devotees. Who is elder? Is it Ganesha or is it Skand? By place of birth, or let us say go by date of birth. If you go by date of birth, Ganesha is elder because he is the son of Parvati. Parvati in her days of loneliness, when Mahadeva had gone off in tapasya into all sort of spaces, she creates Ganesha. We know the story, and how he gets beheaded by Mahadeva. We know the story. So Parvati creates Ganesha. At this moment, there is no Skanda there. However, by date of birth now, that is established that Ganesha is elder. However, by place of birth, if you go by place of birth, the twin womb concept opens up. Because Ma Sati is the previous incarnation of Ma Parvati. So, Ma Parvati is the 201st name of Kali, and Ma Sati is the 211th name of Maakali. So, establish both are projections of Kali to take the energy out of Mahadeva. That is how it is all her, right? They are the mother. Kali is the mother of, Kali is Parvati, 201, 211 Sati, right? Now let us go deeper and understand that by date of birth, Ganesha becomes senior. However, by place of birth, because it is Ma Parvati who takes the 6 fireballs emanating out of Mahadeva, places into the 6 headed Ma Kamakhya, which is the womb of Ma Sati, lying there in Assam. So, by place of birth, Skand becomes elder. So, who is elder? You don't have a direct answer. By date of birth, it is Ganesha who is elder. By place of birth, it is Skand who is elder. So, that means we don't have a solid answer anymore. It is correct to say that Ganesha is elder. It is also correct to say that Skand is elder because Ganesha was formed out of Ma Parvati's tantric methods. Skand also was formed out of Ma Parvati's tantric effort, tantric kriyas. However, the womb that she used is way more ancient, few thousand years older than Ma Parvati's avatar itself. So who is elder now? You decide. So the beautiful relationship between Ganapati and Skand. The video is majorly on that today. It is Vinayak Chaturthi. I had received some messages on can we worship when we are in the sadhana of Ma Adhyakali. Please understand 201st name of Adhyakali is Parvati. On Vinayak Chaturthi, full-fledged celebrate him in your house. Do not have these doubts on it. Even if you are in a Sankalp, if there is Vinayak Chaturthi coming in between, celebrate him in your house and continue the Sankalp as it is. Nothing to worry. You don't have to think. And just to give you a little bit of story about myself, for example, when we moved into the Shakti Peetham, when it was just supposed to be just a house and then it became a whole full-fledged Peetham, all of you know her sitting here today. We did not even perform Ganesha Homam. I was only madly running behind Maakali, and he never, Vignakarta and Vignaharta, he never disturbed us in any way, and it is him who actually gave me all the abilities to continue this channel without a single podcast, any kind of an external influence. The Shakti comes from within. There is no studio lights. All this is by the blessings of Ganesha, who specifically I have never done the sadhana of, simply because who is Ganesha? Created by Parvati, Ma Parvati, which is the 201st name, and who is Skand? Son of twin womb, Ma Sati, 211, as created by Ma Parvati by invoking and placing him into the 6 wombs, that is Ma Kamakhya. And what is Valli Devi? Valli Devi is the same Vidya, that is Ma Matangi, giving the complete mastery of Skand, not just over everything that is divine and glorious, but also everything that is Uchishtam, or that which is considered as a general simple part of a tribal folk. She was a part of a simple tribal folk, but in that lies the greatest secret, and he attains the state of the Vajra in the Surya Mudra. This Mudra is called Surya Mudra, and this is how Ganesha Skanda holds it. And who helps him do that? As per the folklore, it is Ganesha. However, it is UCHISTA Ganapati giving initiation to Skand in the UCHISTA Chandalini path. So this is how the Tantric tradition also meets the folklore and general Bhakti Marga. So if somebody is in the Bhakti of Skand, Murugar, Kartikeyan, they need not specifically worship Ma Matangi. Merely invoking Ma Valli Devi in Bhakti Marga gives them the knowledge of the Uchishta Chandalini also. And who is powering that? It is Ganesha. So when Ganesha is the elder by date of birth, he makes sure that when Skanda approaches him saying that I am not able to attain mastery over this specific Vidya, and when Devi has made it in such a way that he is unable to resist her, he makes sure that the elder brother comes running and says, okay, Uchishta Ganapati will now give you the Jnanam, and he powers Valli Devi right into his arms. Beautiful folklore connecting into deeper states of Tantric Vidya itself. So celebrate Vinayak Chaturthi wholeheartedly. If you are, I wanted to add this, some of you are abroad and not able to do the Swarna Krishna Bhairava Vidhi which are given because you cannot feed dogs, because those places are capitalistic places and they do not understand the importance of the stray dog, which is the unseen, unfelt, unrealized karma. That is why we have stray dogs, right? They are unrealized karma and it is your duty to take care of them. Now you are abroad and you are not able to do it. You may merely get into the sadhana of Vinayaka, Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. This mantra will save you and will one day give you the ability to do the Swarna Krishna Bhairava sadhana in this karma bhumi that we call Bharat. Until then, you can do this mantra. You will be fine if you are not able to feed the dogs at your house, at your street, because you are abroad. That is part of the Kala Chakra. If you are born in India and you are gone there, your karma has to be burnt here. Now it cannot be burnt there. That is why, okay, I am not going to get deeper into that. People could get confused. So that is all today's video is about. Just a short video on Uchishta Ganapati, Skand, Ma Valli Devi. What is the connection between that and folklore? Very beautifully, you have all these answers. So who is elder? Is it Skand by place of birth, or is it Vinayaka by date of birth? Both are the extraordinary subordinate energies of Mahadeva, Mahakala Bhairava. Extremely powerful, impactful avatars. But in the path of Adhyakali, please understand, she is the highest highest forms of Devi. You need not specifically break down and understand who is who and what is what. It will be all deities are within her. Even if you do not do the specific sadhana of these specific forms, just understand that she is the ultimate formless. Because all deities come from her, go back to her. All Mahavidyas come from her, go back to her. All Parvati Devi, Sati, Ma Sati, UCHISTA Chandalini, Ma Matangi is also her name, 227, 226, Saraswati Devi, it is all her. Kunti is her, Gandhari is her, everything is her. Sadhana of Adi Kali alone can give you all the bones of every form there is. So that's it, I guess. 20 minutes already. Jai Ma. Bhairava Kalike Namostute. Om Namo Bhairavaya. Om Namo Bhairavaya. Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Jai Khepa Parampara. Jai Ma Adhya Kali. Jai Ma.